In this video, you learn how to play a minor blues chord progression on guitar. The minor blues is similar to the standard 12-bar blues progression, but has a more mellow and chilled sound to it. You'll hear the minor blues used in songs by artists such as B.B. King, Pink Floyd, and Santana, to name a few. Hi, this is Simon Candy from Acoustic Guitar Lessons Online.net, and in this lesson I break the minor blues down for you step by step and show you some common variations you will hear of this chord progression. You'll also learn some simple but great sounding minor blues riffs and fills that you can then add between the chord changes for a great groove. The minor blues is a super cool, laid back, chilled sound and is a ton of fun to jam on guitar. So let's get to it. Okay, so a minor blues. What is a minor blues? Well, it's basically, in its simplest form, it's taking the standard 12-bar blues and just simply making all the chords minor chords. That's basically a minor blues at heart. So we'll use the key of A minor here. And typically you'll hear a lot of seventh chords, minor seventh chords though, not dominant seventh chords. So where you'd normally have a dominant seventh chord in a minor blues, it'll be a minor 7 chord, a little bit more of a chilled sound. Where you have perhaps a D9 chord, a D7 chord, or a D9 chord, you're going to have a D minor 7 chord instead. And where you'd have your E7, we'll play an E minor 7. Okay, that's basically the simplest sort of minor blues you could play. So let me just play through 12 bars of that so you can get an idea of the minor blues. Okay, so here we go. So E minor 7 for 4 bars. Into D minor 7. Back to E minor 7. E minor. D minor, A minor, and E minor 7. Okay, there's an A minor blues. Okay, very cool, chilled sound. But there's things that we can bring into that progression that typically happen in a minor blues. So for example, a lot of the time the 5 chord, so in this case the E, is kept as a dominant chord. So instead of playing it as minor 7, it's often played as a dominant 7th, while the 1 and 4 chords, so A and D in this case, are kept as minor 7 chords. So it's still got a bit of a stronger sound around that 5 chord. So let's have a listen to how that sounds. 3, 4, and so we've got the 1, it's a minor. D minor 7. To the 1. And here's the E7. And minor. And back to the 1 and 7. Okay, so you can do that. Now, often I just used a straight E7 chord there. One that sounds quite good is in a minor blues is an E7 sharp 9 chord. So it's kind of like that Hendrix chord that it's sometimes referred to as, but it's a 7 sharp 9. That sounds really cool in a minor blues. So you know, you're coming through from the A minor, you go into the, particularly in the last bar. So that can certainly be played in front of instead of the straight up 7th chord, you can play an E9 chord. It's a dominant chord, whatever sort of dominant chord you want to put there. That's more often the case in my experience. I think playing minor blues, the 5 chord is a dominant. Continuing with just variations of this progression, little things around the 5 chord again. Very often you'll get the F chord come in first before going to the E dominant chord. So instead of just going straight to the E dominant chord, the F major 7 comes in first, then to the E. let's say an E7 sharp 9, we'll keep that one there. That'll be nice. Okay, into the 7 sharp 9 and then to the E minor. So that's what I'll put in this time. Okay, this is what you'll hear in yeah, quite a few tunes. Okay, so here we go. 3, 4. That F. Okay, so what happened there was instead of going from like the E dominant chord to the D, we played the F to the E dominant chord and didn't play the D at all. Okay, the D was omitted there because we didn't need it. We instead filled that 2-bar section of the minor blues with what we call the 6th chord in the key of A minor. F is the 6th, and I'm playing a major 7 there to a D, sorry, an E7 sharp 9. Okay, and then to the 1 chord. Other possibilities there, you don't even have to make that a major necessarily. Sometimes it's played as a 9 chord, which sounds very cool, and then it sounds nice going to the dominant 7th there because with the sharp 9, because then those 2 chords maintain the same top note. So that can sound very cool. So say coming from the A into that 6th chord as a 9, here, 7 sharp 9, and then the 1 to the. Okay, so that can sound very cool too. So there's a few different ways that you can approach that, you know, dominant chord there. So just to summarize once more, you can, at that point, you can either play like the E7 into the D minor back to the 1 chord. That's common, that's one way. Or you can ditch the D minor and instead play the F major 7 into, let's just say, a standard E9 or maybe an E7 into the 1 chord, or you could play an F9, still a 6th chord, just made into a dominant 9th, and then it sounds nice with the 7 sharp 9, maintaining that same common top note in the chord as the 9 chord before it, and into the 1. Okay, so they're all cool variations of a standard minor blues. As with any progression, any blues, there's lots of variations we could continue to apply there, and ones you'll come across in certain tunes that you can check out. The Thrill Is Gone, B.B. King, Shine On You Crazy Diamond is based off of a minor blues. Also Money, really, Pink Floyd, thinking of Pink Floyd, is a minor blues of sorts from memory. Is that correct? I'm thinking now, yeah, it's a minor blues, yes. But they're stylizing it quite a bit. Santana, Black Magic Woman, songs like this, they're based around the minor blues changes. So they're good songs to check out if you like this sound. It's very chilled sound, it's very cool. Okay, so in addition to our minor blues progression here, let's look at just a couple of little fills that we could put in to kind of, you know, add to it. So I'm going to show you one for the A minor 7. So when you're playing the A minor 7, and I'm playing it like this is quite a jazzy way to play a minor 7th chord, sounds very cool. You can take that 3rd finger that's barring basically 4 strings, and let's say we just take the 4th, 3rd and 2nd strings that is barring there, and you strum it, you pluck that, you slide it up 2, and you bring it back. That's a cool little fill that you can add in while playing A minor 7. Okay, so kind of like this. Okay, something like that, where we're just, I think I'm 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 2, 3, 4. I was also just sort of bum, 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 just a little bit of a bass, bum, dun, 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 which you could put in there. That was just more sort of spontaneous there. What was I doing? 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3 and 4, 2, 3, bum, bum, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3. Okay, so it's on the 4 and I'm just simply sliding up and coming back. Now the 4 chord, D minor, you can do a similar thing. This is a little 6th harmony shape here. So you've got your, we might play the D minor like this. Previously I was playing it in a little bit more of a reduced fashion with just 4 fingers here, omitting the 5th there because I've already got a 5th in the chord, so it's just a bit more of an efficient fingering. But for the context of what we're doing here, we might play it as a more standard minor 7th bar chord, D minor. And this little part here, my 2nd and 3rd fingers, I take that, I pluck it, I'm using a pick here and 1 finger, you could just use your fingers if you want, and you slide it up 2 frets and bring it back. So like this one, I'm taking part of the chord and sliding it up. So now we get like, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and oops, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and 2, bum, 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 2, 3, and you could do that bass. Again. So I'm going dum, 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 dum. So that's coming in on the 3 again. So this is 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1. Okay, just like I was doing on the A minor. So for the 5 chord, we won't do it on the 5 chord. The 5 chord, you know, we go to the 6 chord, to the 5, not a lot of room there for fills, we'll leave that, but then we're back to the A minor and the E7. So it's really going to be in the first 8 bars on the 1 and the 4 chords that we do these fills. And if you want to do a little bass thing, groove there, that can sound pretty cool as well. Let me put that together so you can hear it all in context across a minor blues in the key of A minor. If you like the blues progression I showed you in today's video, then you will love this free ebook audio, How to Build Your Very Own Acoustic Guitar Fingerpicking Blues Song. In this ebook, I break the 12-bar blues down into 4 key areas, making it easier for you to understand the structure of a blues. The whole book then goes about showing you how to approach each one of these areas of the blues with a variety of fingerpicking riffs and licks from which to create your arrangement. The best thing is I'm going to give you an inch and then show you how to take a mile by demonstrating how to create variation upon variation of a fingerpicking blues using the riffs you learn in the ebook. You can think of each riff like that of a puzzle piece. However, unlike a puzzle, there is more than one way to connect your riffs together to create a fingerpicking blues. This is the key to coming up with your own arrangements. So click the link in the description below this video and download your free ebook audio, How to Build Your Very Own Acoustic Guitar Fingerpicking Blues Song. Let me know in the comments section what guitar topics you would like to see covered in future videos. I read every comment and I would love to hear your suggestions. If you like this video, then hit that like button, and if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel and don't forget to hit the all-important notification bell button so YouTube can tell you when I've released a new video. This is Simon Candy from AcousticGuitarLessonsOnline.net. As always, thank you for watching this video. I appreciate your time and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.